Andariki Namaskaram. Welcome to the program of conversations. Today we have a special program conversing about the songs of the lyricist Anandbakshi ji, and we have to discuss the songs of Anandbakshi ji, Sri Rakesh Anandbakshi and Sri Rohit Jain ji. So Rohit Jain is an ardent fan of Anandbakshi songs, and as you already know, we have about 3 to 4 discussions with Rakesh Anandbakshi, who needs no introduction. So, after long deliberation, today I selected a song which, in my opinion, because of I studied Hindi film songs for quite some time, and I think I studied in depth. So, to the best of my knowledge, I consider some songs as unique. Unique songs in a sense, those songs have not been attempted, or such songs have not been written later. So this is a unique song. No one could copy it. No one could really reproduce such thing. So, for example, there is one song from Janam Janam Ke Phere. जरा सामने तो आओ चलिए, चुप चुप चलने में क्या राज है, यूं चुप ना सकेगा परमात्मा, मेरी आत्मा की ये आवाज है. The song is a duet. When a male sings this song, it is a devotee singing about the divine. But when a female sings the song, she is a devotee her husband, and her husband is divine to her. That means the same song gives two different meanings on two different planes. But this song has been replicated by Shailendra. अपने तो हर आह एक तूफान है, क्या करे वो जानकर अनजान है, ऊपर वाला जानकर अनजान है. So he is singing about the one on one plane, on the one sleeping in the upper berth, a female heroine. On the other plane, he is singing about the God. Upar wala jankar anjan hai. So I can call it a beautiful song, but not unique because it has been replicated. But there are, to the best of my knowledge, 4 songs which have not been replicated by anybody, which are unique. 2 Shailendra songs, 2 Anandbakshi songs. One song is है आज हमारे सीने में हम आग से खेलते जाते हैं from जिस देश में गंगा बहती है. It is statement songs. That means villain makes a statement or one character makes a statement which is countered through statement only. हम गाते गरजते सागर है कोई हमको बांध नहीं पाया, हाय मौज में जब हम थर्राए सारा जग जब डर से थर्राए, हम मौज में जब लहराए सारा जग डर से थर्राया says the villain. हम छोटी सी जो बूंद सही जो सीप ने जिसको अपनाया, खारा पानी कोई पी न सका एक प्यार का मोती काम आया. Again a statement countered by the statement. Such song has not been written again. And there is another song, एक सवाल मैं करूं एक सवाल तुम करो, हर सवाल का सवाल ही जवाब दो. The entire song is a question, answer is also given in question. Even such song has not been replicated. And there are 2
I would like to interrupt over here. I think there are about 15 to 20 songs of Bakshisa which are question answer format.
Yes.
There are at least 15 songs.
You know, question answer is different. Question answered by a question.
Acha, okay, that's unique.
हर सवाल का सवाल ही जवाब हो.
Okay.
So, है कौन वो गोरी कौन पिया, he gives an answer or she gives an answer. But here answer is given in a question. एक सवाल मैं करूं एक सवाल तुम करो, हर सवाल का सवाल ही जवाब हो. That means he says people praise.
That's a unique song, no doubt.
People praise moon, but he has a black spot. Then he says that even females are praised for the black spot, the till. So why? That is question and question. So these songs are unique. And then in Anandbakshi ji, I find 2 songs. One song is Ye Shama To Jali Roshni Ke Liye. Here, hero is trying to explain something to the female in a sorts of questioning statement. And then Mere Dushman Tu Meri Dosti Ko Tarse, such Shapanarth no hero has given to any heroine before or after.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's why I chose Ye Shama To Jali Roshni Ke Liye, because later we'll also discuss the same situation has arisen in, of course, in a different plane in a later film, and Anandbakshi ji has written a completely different song. So first let us discuss Ye Shama To Jali Roshni Ke Liye. So because we have not heard so far Rohit Jain ji, shall we start with him?
Sure.
What is your take on this, sir?
Well, first of all, I mean, I saw not exactly similarities, but काफी हद तक this song and चिंगारी कोई भड़के,
Yes.
मतलब it was almost I won't say at par, but quite similar.
Hmm.
Here is in चिंगारी कोई भड़के, it was like that अगर सावन ही आग लगाए उसे कौन बुझाए.
Yes.
And
Self-destruction. It's about more about self-destruction.
and in this song आपका जो आपने कहा क्या नाम है सर, ये क्षमा जो तो जले,
रोशनी के
तो
लिए.
हाँ रोशनी के लिए. तो इन दैट दे आर क्वेश्चनिंग उसकी क्या गलती है, क्षमा की क्या गलती है अगर किसी का घर जल जाता है उसमें, तो
Hmm.
क्योंकि वो तो रोशनी के लिए जली है. So, but I saw that there were a little bit of similarities, but on a different platform altogether.
Intentions.
Yes,
Here, Roshni's intention is very good.
correct,
But if
correct.
something bad happens, it is not at fault.
It's not at fault.
But
Yeah,
there you trust a person. जब
जी.
दुश्मन घाव लगाए तो मीत दिया बहलाए, मन मीत जो घाव लगाए तो कौन बुझाए.
उसे
That
कौन
means there is a
कौन
deception, there is a
मिटाए.
kind of,
Correct,
so that is on a different plane again.
correct, correct.
So,
Similarities, but on a different level altogether.
and same writer, same lyricist.
Absolutely. That is the uniqueness.
Yes.
Yeah. For me, this song is about more of a betrayal. I mean, it's like it's a betrayal from in context to the film. It's about betrayal, right?
No. It is like,
कि if the person you love or your आपका दोस्त ही आपका दुश्मन बन जाए, या the person you love decides
Then who will be your
to
friend? अगर दोस्त दुश्मन बन जाए तो
दोस्त ही अगर दुश्मन बन जाए, या आपका beloved ही आपको chooses not to be with you, who's to blame?
so चिंगारी कोई भड़के is about betrayal.
चिंगारी के word के more about self-destruction. If you are out to destruct yourself, nobody can save you.
But
So for me, this song is extremely. I love this song for the reason that the analogies that he has used, the lyricist, the analogies of nature, which are a part of every human being and every living being's life, even of non-living beings. I mean, it's like the Panch Bhutams, the five elements of life. He has used the elements of life in this song, and created analogies from them. The light is there to shine on everybody, but that same light can blind you.
yes.
The same light can strike you, and the same light can show you the wrong path. If the light is shown on the wrong path, whose fault is it? Like there's day and night. And now if you are blinded in the day, what is the fault of the daylight? You got blinded. You don't have the power, you don't have the intelligence, or you don't have the wisdom to see through the light, or you don't have the wisdom to see what is being shown upon you by the light. So you can't blame the light for showing you the wrong path, or you can't blame the light, because the light shines equally on everybody. The sunlight shines equally on everybody, on some less, on some more. But you cannot blame the sunlight for choosing the wrong path, because the path is lit up for everybody, for the right deed and for the wrong deed.
So
so it's a very deep philosophical song using elements of nature.
yes.
That's what I appreciate in the song.
No, the situation in the film is that hero commits an accident unintentionally, and unfortunately, the person who dies in the accident is the father of the heroine. So he cannot tell her that he did the accident because she hates the person who committed the accident. So here he is trying to explain that ये क्षमा तो जली रोशनी के लिए, इस क्षमा से कहीं आग लग जाए तो क्षमा क्या करे? क्षमा cannot do anything because it is not instrumental or deliberately lit up things to burn.
It's like the accident which happened in Mumbai today, in Thane, the railway accident, where a few people who were traveling by train They fell off the train. 5 or 6
my God.
people,
Yes.
Oh,
6, 7 people fell off the
okay.
train, and I think 1 or 2, maybe 3 or 4 got injured, and I think somebody passed away also. So I was just thinking that because the subject you chose, and I thought of this accident also happening today, and I felt that the train is meant for
To
journeying,
transport people, yeah.
transport people, to transport your dreams, to reach your destination, to help others reach their destination. और हादसा हो जाता है. Whom do you blame?
What the train can do.
Yeah. And even the people, nobody will try climb a train and hold on feebly or weakly. Everybody will try and hold it as with as much strength they have.
Yes.
हाथ छूट जाए तो whom do you
With all
blame?
their might, yeah. With all their might, yeah.
And the song is constructed in such a beautiful way. If you see, it is almost like a story in a story and a story in a story. Like चल के पूरब से ठंडी हवा आ गई, उठ के पर्वत से काली घटा छा गई. So ये घटा तो उठी, प्यास सबकी बुझे,
बुझे.
आशियां पे किसी की गिरी बिजलियां तो घटा क्या करे.
घटा क्या करे. Correct.
So
Yeah.
he is actually, it's happened naturally, unintentionally. But what is its fault? It is for a good intention that it is coming. But in this stanza, I find this चल के पूरब से ठंडी हवा आ गई, and then उठ के पर्वत से काली घटा छा गई. This चल के पूरब से ठंडी हवा आ गई, what is the relationship with उठ के पर्वत से काली घटा छा गई? There lies the beauty of this song. So what do you say about this? Because it looks almost unconnected. Cool wind is blowing from somewhere, and then the clouds are coming up, and there is a lightning.
So yeah, I think that is the obstacle. I mean, you have a path in life, and you are blowing in a certain direction, but challenges are going to come your way. Like over here, I think the Parbat is obstructing the Purab ka thandi hawa, and the Parbat is rising in its own glory, and the rain cloud will always gather around the higher
Yes.
peaks, right? So they are living their life, they are doing their karma, and here you are doing your karma. And if your paths are going to meet, who's to blame?
Yes.
Each is doing his own karma.
If bijli
The
falls
path,
into,
और
the hawa
जहाँ
is doing its own
जहाँ
karma.
जहाँ अच्छा हो रहा है वहाँ बुरा भी हो रहा है simultaneously.
so
Now
But
that's what it is
because
subjective.
बुरा हो रहा है इसका ये मतलब नहीं है कि अच्छा नहीं होना चाहिए.
yes,
So the intention is not bad. They are all living their lives. The Parbat is living its life. The Purab ki thandi hawa is on its own journey. The clouds are on their own journey. They have their own destination. They have their own reason to live, to be around, to exist. The Parbat has got its own reason to exist. The Purab ki hawa has got its own reason to exist. And when these three come together, who's to blame to where what's going to happen? Because they're all living their destinies.
and you will be surprised to know that I taught my daughter rainfall in the mountainous regions through these lines.
Arey wah.
Cool wind blows. When the mountain comes and upsets, the wind goes up. In the process, it cools down and rains. There is a wind shadow zone that side of the mountain, but this side of the mountain there is plenty of rain. So
Correct.
चल के पूरब से ठंडी हवा आ गई. So without the ठंडी हवा, उठ के पर्वत से काली घटा छा गई. This will not happen without that. So the connection, the way he has constructed the song, such a beautiful way.
Correct.
The logic of the song. Without this, that will not be there. Without that, without the mountain, this will not rise. Without the reason, clouds will not form, and there will be no bijli. And with the bijli, आशियां किसी की जल गया तो घटा क्या करे.
घटा क्या करे.
So see, it's an entire ecosystem.
Yes.
And where do you come in that ecosystem, and how will you get impacted? Will you benefit from this? Will you benefit
So
in that part of the
if it is
ecosystem?
considered as a rope, which end of the rope are you at,
Yes, that again fate decides.
Correct.
Which side you are on, where you are when the bijli falls down or when the rain falls down. So it is again fate. It is not in our hands. It is just fate. So you cannot blame the gata. The same way you cannot blame him for the accident. It just happened. Accident is what? Accident happens unintentionally. So the hero's idea of defending himself, absolving himself of all the guilt, he is explaining this. See the psychology also. he is trying to explain to the heroine that he has committed the mistake. Bijli to gira hai, आशियां तो जला है, but it is not his mistake. What he can do in that? He is helpless. So this is way beautifully he has constructed the song. Even if you see ना खुदा लेके साहिल के जानिब चला, डूब जाए सफीना जो मझधार में, तो ना खुदा क्या करे.
Correct. Correct.
So he is expressing his helplessness, his guiltlessness, and is like somebody caught in circumstances. He cannot help it. So the beautiful way he
Even
has
this
put it.
line, ये घटा तो उठी प्यास सबकी बुझी आशियां पे किसी की गिरी बिजलियां तो ये घटा क्या करे.
क्या करे?
I mean, the rivers flow
Yes.
and the rivers create vegetation, they create cultivation, they're a source of life, you know,
They give life to
and
earth, basically. Yeah.
they give life to all that comes in their way. But at the same time, floods devastate.
Yes.
That very same water which feeds you can also devastate you.
But you know, after the floods devastate, they bring the fine,
Of
what do you call, soil,
fertile
which is
soil.
very fertile.
Yeah.
Flood levees, you call flood
When
plains.
dust, so we come back to our theory of the Sanatan Dharam theory of birth, rebirth, that what destructs creates and what creates is meant for destruction.
Yes, no
I mean,
cosmos
your
without
death
chaos.
is written, your destruction, that is death, is written when you're born,
Yes,
and the fact that you die means you are going to be born.
born
And the
again.
fact that you're born means you're going to die.
You have to.
So it's again the same cycle.
Same cycle.
The river flows, cultivation, it also destroys, it also recreates. Because of the destruction, fabulous fertile soil travels from the seabed, from the ocean, from the riverbed to the plains, to the
And it is
and
the
it's
nature of
like
man.
it's like a paying compensation. Okay, okay,
Yes.
I destroyed your field, I destroyed your home, I took some lives, but here I give you my bounty. I give you some of my most fertile soil I leave for you. So it's like like the rivers
It's
paying
time for rebirth.
price.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's paying up is willingly paying a price. Okay, I'm feeling guilty. I'm feeling bad. I overran my banks. I created discussion, but I also have it in my heart to do something while I'm on the way to the ocean.
Yes. And here the nature of man is also explained. Like our vision, our indriyas are so weak that we cannot look beyond certain things. So when there is a destruction, we blame God. Why did he create the world? Dunya banane wale kya tere man mein samai? Why did you create all these things? We question him. But when something good happens, we take credit for it. Yes,
I did it. I did it.
Yes. And again, when something happens, we don't know that after destruction, there is going to be a construction. After construction, there is again going to be a destruction.
Going to be
This
destruction.
is a cycle
Yes.
that goes on in the world. So that is beautifully implied in the song. And the last stanza is for the heroine. वो जो उलझन सी तेरे ख्यालों में है, वो इशारा भी मेरे सवालों में है. So he is giving answers in this सवाल. The answer is there. वो इशारा भी मेरे सवालों में है. ये निगाह तो मिली देखने के लिए, पर कहीं ये नजर धोखा खा जाए तो ये निगाह क्या करे. So she is looking at everything in a wrong way, in a different manner. Nigaah dhokha kha jaye to what you can do. So he's
basically telling her, because see, the whole of life, every one of us sees life, sees relationships, sees life, sees any event, through our own lens, our own lens of experiences. That means we each look at every single action, every single word we hear, everything we feel. We all see it through our own perspective. So he's telling her that you're seeing it all from your perspective. See it from the perspective of how it happened.
Yes.
See from my perspective.
And
you're considering.
He has written another song.
Change your lens. He's telling her, change your lens.
Change your lens.
Change your perception, because your perception has marred your opinion about me, is what he's telling her in the last stanza.
And the last stanza, there is another song echoing this meaning of the last stanza. तुमने जो देखा सुना सच था मगर कितना था सच है ये किसको खबर. What is the song? You saw, you think it's a fact, but कितना था सच है किसको खबर. हम बेवफा हरगिज न थे पर हम वफा कर ना सके. In the same song, heroine sees something, but she thinks other things. But that what she sees is not truth. तुमने जो देखा सुना सच था मगर कितना था सच है किसको पता.
किसको खबर.
There's a very nice incident narrated by Osho. He talks about an atheist and a believer arguing. And so they approached Osho that, he believes in God and I don't believe in God. What do you have to say? So Osho tells that person that you have already made up your mind that you don't believe in God. And the other fellow, you have made up your mind that you believe in God. So you don't need me because you've already taken a decision.
Yes.
Both of you have already taken a decision. You're seeing life only from your perspective. He is seeing life only from his perspective that there is no God. You're seeing life from your perspective only that there is God. The fact that willing to see the life from each other's perspective, you don't need me because what will I do? There's no room for me. You have not left any room for me to intervene.
Yes.
So that's what he's telling her, that you're watching
You
whatever
saw
happened,
something.
you're seeing it only from your point of view.
Yes.
You haven't kept any space in your heart, in your mind, to see things from my point of view, how it happened, why it happened. So there what I mean, so change your perspective is what
Yes.
is
And
change
that
your
is what,
perspective and look at life or look at an event or look at someone's character from that person's view of life experiences.
They always say, that you need to step into the other person's shoes to understand why he or she behaved the way she behaved.
yes. Otherwise, your right is always to my left.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct,
When
correct,
I
correct.
learned, when I was working as an assistant director with Mr. Subhash Ghai, I went to New York for 2 months, 3 months for a course, uh, acting course, and I never wanted to be an actor. But I went and did the acting course because I wanted to understand how an actor thinks. Because I'm a writer and assistant director, and I will one day want to be a director. But unless I experience the life of an actor, in front of a camera, how will I know, how will I learn how to deal with her, how to deal with him? Because I need to know what is going on in their mind. For that, I have to come in front of the camera. So I
Mm.
went and did a course in acting. And that's when I realized, that uh, how they think, what are their fears, how vulnerable do they feel, you know and when and after I did that 3 months course, in the during that course I realized that an actor is no different from an assistant director or a director. They both feel as vulnerable, though one is behind the camera and one is in front of the camera. Both are feeling equally vulnerable, and it's just a matter of not showing it. So
Yes.
there's no difference. So I understood actors much better after that. Then I never felt intimidated in front of any actor, because deep down I knew, who had done an acting course, that he or she is only putting on an act of not being nervous or not having self-doubt. Because I, as an actor, have experienced exactly what he's experiencing, except he's not showing it. So then you don't feel vulnerable in front of anybody. You feel as strong, as courageous as the actor. So you can deal with them better. Like he said, to step into someone's shoes. So I had to step into their shoes to know how they feel. And that's when I realized that they are as vulnerable as me. So that they have nothing to fear. I should not fear them anymore. That,
And
oh, he's an actor. What is he thinking?
Rohit Jainji,
Ji,
now
sir.
we have a bird's eye discussion on this song. Can you tell us what is your favorite song of Anand Bakshiji, which you always sing together when you're happy, when you're sad, or when you think about things? Which song that haunts
Uh,
you and why?
huh. Goosebumps, you mean to say?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, offhand, if you ask me, it's going to be quite a challenge trying to recall because there are so many favorites.
No, if you had to recall, there is something wrong. It has to come automatically to your mind. Which songs come first to you?
It should just come first to you.
Yes.
नहीं मेन तो है आई टोल्ड यू फ्रॉम द वेरी बिगनिंग जब भी ये गाना मैंने सुना आई इमीडिएटली सेड ये तो चिंगारी कोई भड़के के तालमेल में है.
Hmm.
So that of course remains an all-time favorite, but there are other favorites also which I'd like to share also,
Hmm. For example,
So अभी जैसे if you look at some romantic song, for instance,
hmm.
uh, आई थिंक ये मूवी थी सुहास घई जी की मूवी थी, दो दिल मिल रहे हैं
दो
मगर
दिन मिल
चुपके
रहे हैं
चुपके.
मगर चुपके चुपके.
Yeah. It absolutely is. It's. I mean, I don't have words right now to express it, but I really feel, that that feeling actually comes into you.
Hmm.
The softness of the tune and the words that go along with the flow. I mean, the way it goes.
सांसों में
So,
बड़ी
You
बेकरारी.
become, that means what I'm trying to say is that love makes you tender.
yeah.
Uh,
It brings about a tenderness in your heart. Love.
yes.
When you fall in love, you a tenderness comes into you.
So I think we may have to wind up our discussion for the day, and we shall meet next week discussing about. Actually, I'm interested in because Rakesh Anand Bakshi is very much available with us in discussing about the autobiographical songs, because I'm an outsider and a writer. So a writer cannot escape from his experience, putting his experiences into his writing, whether it is poetry, story, or novel. So some of the songs, after reading the biography written by Rakesh Anand Bakshi, I identified a few songs, or to my heart, some songs appeared as if they have come right from his life's experiences. So I want to verify
So
with
we'll discuss those one. We'll discuss them one by one.
yes, we'll discuss them in our next program, one by one. I'll
Sure.
put the songs into him, why I think they are autobiographical. Then he will clarify them, right?
Okay.
Because
Okay.
And then each one of us can give our own autobiographical
songs,
experiences with the song.
songs which we
What have we
connected with.
experienced in our life?
Yes,
Which are similar.
yes.
What is being said in the song, हमारे साथ भी हुआ होगा, कहीं ना कुछ हुआ होगा.
And there are certain songs which we grew up without knowing that they are Anand Bakshi songs, Lashmikant Parallel, Rafi songs, or somebody songs. The songs just, and then
Correct.
later we find out. So such songs also we'll discuss, but I would like to discuss in our next meeting about autobiographical songs. Okay.
Great.
Okay.
So thank you
Great.
very much,
Thank
and
you very
namaste
much
Thank
to
you
the
so
for
much.
audience.
taking out time
Jai
and
Hind.
participating in the program. We'll meet again in the next program.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.